does it ever change in terms of maybe that twinge of knowing that some guys who worked hard won't be here?
No, it's always tough. It's obviously an exciting time. You feel that much closer to Sundays, but it's a tough time because there's so many guys that work so hard, and everybody sees training camp. They see it on TV, they see it in the news, but there's so many hours before that go into it, and just really appreciate all the work that everybody in our organization has put into getting to this point. This part's never easy, and just know that there's a ton of appreciation for everybody that's helped us get to where we are right now.
We see Bryce Perkins is out there today. What have you seen of him?
I think the same thing you guys have seen. I mean, he's been out there on, in those preseason games, playing great. The strides he's made since I even got here and saw him for the first time really ever, this spring and to where he is now. Just really proud of him, and it's a testament to him, and the work that he's put into it. This is really important to him. You can tell the way he goes about his business, and then obviously he feels so prepared that he goes out there and plays the way he plays in the preseason games, which is awesome and really fun to watch.
How do you feel about where you are in the offense and your wide receiver group?
I feel good. I feel good about where I am. I got to go out there and earn that every day. We have a tough day. One other day you asked me, I said probably wouldn't feel so good. But I just know I have to go out there and earn it every single day. I think our entire group takes that approach, which is awesome to be around. And as far as receivers go, really, really talented group. A bunch of weapons that can all do a bunch of different things and put stresses on defenses. So I'm excited to get to work with them.
Have you ever worked with a group this kind of diverse in your career?
It's a lot of years, a lot of groups.
I know.
No, I mean I've played with receivers all different types, all different sizes, speeds, all that kind of stuff. I think this one is up there with some of the best that I've played with. Both in their abilities, their knowledge, their effort, the way they affect the game, not only when they have the ball or when they're running a route, but how they block and spring runs. I mean, it's pretty impressive to watch them go out there and do their work.
Matthew, going back to Seth Wickersham's piece when you mentioned that you really are looking forward to have the opportunity to play in big games. Have you allowed yourself to kind of think forward to this year's Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium and envision yourself and the Rams in that game?
At the moment I'm just taking it day to day. I can't sit there and spend a bunch of time daydreaming about that kind of stuff. It's always nice to think about, but majority of my time is spent, trying to make sure that I'm ready to go every single day. Coach always talks about being where your feet are, and I'm trying to do that as best I can, both for myself and for this team.
And then before you came to LA, did you have any kind of preconceived notions or thoughts about the city, and have any of those come true, or any of those kind of been?
I spent a little bit of time here, so I kind of knew it a little bit. I came here at one point when COVID was really kicking and the traffic wasn't so bad, but it's now back rearing its ugly head. So that's a real thing again. But no, we've enjoyed it as a family. It's been amazing. Everybody here has been extremely welcoming, which is awesome. Don't have to be. So we appreciate that and love love the time we've had here so far.
You talked about getting closer to Sunday. This year's format in the preseason a little different. You get that week off. Do you embrace that extra time, or do you wish Sunday was that much closer?
I think I'm used to the amount of weeks now. We don't have that preseason game, that fourth game, but I'm used to the amount of weeks kind of leading up to a season. I think each team it's going to be interesting to see how everybody handles it. Normally we all have that fourth game and everybody kind of knows what to expect from there. It's obviously a different thing this year, so it'll be interesting to see how people handle it. I know we'll do a good job here and make sure we're prepared to go when the time comes.
How beneficial is this time for you as you continue to try to get acclimated?
Every day is beneficial for me, so I'll take all these I can get. It was a little bit of a shorter practice today, but it was really crisp. Guys are out there running fast, and I'm getting as many reps as I can, and those are always going to serve me well.
What do you think the addition of Sony Michel to the offense will do for the offense and for you in particular?
Yeah, I mean, he's just an experienced back. He's played in big-time football in college, big-time football in the pros, played in huge games. He's an experienced guy. He understands what it takes to perform at a high level, in the NFL. So I'm excited to have him. He's got a lot to learn. He knows that, and I'm going to do everything I can to work with him, whether it's extra meetings or whatever, just to try to get him up to speed so he can be somebody that helps us out on game day.
The Rams secondary has gone through some changes, especially with Jordan Fuller stepping into the John Johnson leadership role. What's been your impression of the secondary and practicing against them?
I'm really impressed with them. all these guys have such amazing physical tools. You could sit there and talk about it all day, the way the range they have, the ball skills, all that kind of stuff. But I'm probably, most impressed by their overall feel and intelligence for the game. It starts in the coaching staff, and then those guys go out there and carry it over onto the field. It's pretty impressive to watch them, take away routes, combinations and things, and understand how offenses are trying to attack them. Makes it really difficult for guys like me trying to go against them every day. So it's a great challenge, but I am really impressed with those guys.
We saw maybe not much, but a lot of the plan impending for Jacob Harris in terms of first preseason game, he's detached from the core a lot, then second and third preseason game, the red zone target. Sean McVay said in the spring that he's earned the right to have that workload thrown at him, even as a rookie. What have you seen from him in terms of just trying to climb that learning curve, first of all, and then second of all, where does he need to go still?
Yeah, I mean, if we're all I'm thinking about myself as a rookie right now. Just the stuff you don't know, the stuff you don't even know you don't know. I mean, it's crazy. So I think he's got a great approach. He understands that there's going to be a bunch of opportunities to learn, not only now but throughout the season, and hopefully throughout his whole career. If you feel like you've learned it all, then it's probably not a good idea. So he's trying to soak it up. He's got a bunch of great guys to look up to around him in his rooms. So I'm just looking for him to just keep progressing. That's all you can ask for those guys that are young players. Just keep learning every opportunity you get, try to capitalize on it. And if you don't, learn why you didn't and go from there.
Where was that sweater from?
Oh, not mine. It was forced upon me, but whatever, it worked. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.